Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hangover series. What the fuck is up? How the fuck are we doing? I think my roommate's dog just farted and it smells very bad. Oh my god, Oreo. Brother. I don't get dogs. Like, he is getting so cozied up in my bed right now while he has the most foul smell coming from him. I don't understand it. Dogs' farts smell so much worse than anything I've ever smelled before. I don't know what he eats, but we need to work on that. But anyways, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Erica. I'm your host, and what the fuck is up? I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you have decided to join the Hangover series gang. If we're a gang, that's what I'm going to say at the moment. Happy to have you here, and welcome to the pod. This past weekend, I told myself that I was going to have a chill, relaxed weekend. I was like, I am going to stay inside, I'm going to do a face mask, and I'm going to be the chillest person that has ever lived. I'm not going to do anything, and I'm just going to be one with nature. And somehow I did literally the complete opposite of that, and I went a little bit crazy. So I feel like I have a lot to catch you guys up on, because I feel like we haven't spoken in what feels like a month, even though it's really only been a week. We need to catch up, and we need to be back on track with each other. I think the most important subject at the moment is the fact that we got threatened with eviction. Now, I know that's a crazy thing to start off with, but it's a very important topic that I never thought I would have to face in my whole entire life. We haven't even lived in our new apartment for a month. We have literally lived here for 24 days, and we're already getting threatened with eviction. Now, I don't want anyone to be like, oh my god, what are you guys doing? Why? What? Who is this lady that is speaking to me saying she's about to get evicted? It has nothing to do with me. It all has to do with the foul dog that I was just speaking about. So Oreo over here, he has attachment issues, and he gets very frazzled when both of us are gone from the house. So apparently, whenever we leave the house on a Friday night out or whatever, he barks. And this whole entire time, we thought that he was just barking for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't know, not for a long period of time. But turns out he barks the entire time we're out. So we got a little message that basically everyone on our entire floor has complained about this dog barking, and it keeps them up at night. And we're like, shit, what? And I was like, wait, I feel so awkward leaving our apartment now and running into people on the same floor as us, and they just know us as the annoying bitches with the annoying dog that barks all night long. And they specifically wrote every time the girls leave the house, he starts barking. Yeah, no, we got threatened with eviction for that. So we are trying to figure out different ways to get him to stop barking. I don't know how you really do that. I don't think you can train a dog to not bark when you're not even home, but I don't know. I'm not a dog trainer or a vet, so someone is figuring that out, and it's not me, and I'm just here to pet him and assist him with his barking needs as best as he needs. But yeah, I don't really know how you get a dog to shut the fuck up when you're not home. But he's so cute and quiet and perfect when we're here, but when we are gone, he is the devil. He is the devil, and he has these crazy eyes, and they scare me, and he barks, and I'm scared of him, and he farts. But I'm drinking a Celsius right now because we went so crazy this weekend that I'm still recovering. And I saw that someone left a Celsius in my fridge that I assume they don't want. So I'm drinking it, and I'm a little bit nervous drinking it because it is 5 p.m. Do I really need to be drinking a Celsius at 5 p.m.? Definitely not. But I'm doing it anyways because I'm so tired and I have so much to do. So I'm a Celsius it is. I've heard these are bad for you, but I don't really care. I feel caffeine has been making me feel I'm having a heart attack recently, so I don't think a Celsius is going to fix that or help that in any way. But I'm into trying new things, and drinking a Celsius is basically a new thing. I've had one before, but I've never had it at 5 p.m. when I should probably not be drinking caffeine. If anyone has any tips and tricks on how to get this dog to stop barking when we're not home, like, please let me know. He is 10 years old, so he's kind of giving grandpa, but he looks like a puppy. Like, every time we're walking him, people are like, oh my God, is he a puppy? Like, no, he's 10. The other day, I was filling up the Brita, and I, like, forgot that I had just filled up my water, and, you know, like, other people that live here could possibly be thirsty, and I accidentally filled the Brita up with boiling hot water, and my roommate was, like, dying of thirst, and she goes to get water, and it's, like, boiling hot out of the Brita, and she's like, bitch, what the fuck? And I'm like, I truly, like, forgot you could be thirsty. Guys, this is my first time living with a human being that's not my mother, so, like, not that I would give my mother boiling hot water, but, you know, like, sorry. But I just felt like I had to share that with you guys. Like, fuck, my bad. I gave my roommate boiling hot water, and I don't know, our sink, it's, like, really hot. And then it was boiling, and then I didn't realize it was boiling, like, the entire time until afterwards. And then I was like, oh, well, now it's, like, full, so I might as well put it in the fridge to, like, get it cold. But it was boiling. So apologies to that. Another huge update. I have 5 gray hairs, everybody. I have 5 gray hairs at the age of 23 years old. And the first time I saw the first gray hair in my hair, I was like, what the fuck? Is this supposed to be blonde? Like, what is happening? And then I found another one. And then I found another one. And then I found them up until 5 gray hairs. And I was like, should I be starting to dye my hair? Like, what am I supposed to do about this? But from the research I've conducted, you're not supposed to pull them out of your hair or it makes them worse and you get more. And yeah, that was all the research that I conducted. But I have 5 gray hairs, so if you are 23 and you also have gray hairs, like, we are in this together, and I think it's fine. Like, now I have a new fun fact to share with people. I have 5 gray hairs. I'm going to be telling everybody. I think I was telling everybody at the bars this weekend, like, I have 5 gray hairs, and they're like, okay, and I'm like, literally, tell me I'm hot. I don't know. I have 5 gray hairs, like, yeah, I think it's, like, common. I also was conducting some research via TikTok, and, like, there's a lot of people with a lot of gray hairs going on at the 20s. Like, I think that's when it starts happening. Like, how men start balding, I guess women start graying. At least we're all together in this in some way. So this weekend, let's start off with Friday. On Friday, we were like, we're going to go get a couple drinks. We're going to be really chill, and we're going to do things that are very chill and just, like, drink wine and get a couple drinks. So we got some drinks, we went to dinner, and then we came home and filled up our little cups with a bottle of wine each. And it was about 10 p.m. and we decided to go on a 5-mile walk. Recently, my roommate and I have both been wearing ankle weights every single day and going on, like, a 5-mile walk with the ankle weights on. You have to be kind of careful at first. Like, we did have moments where, like, we were getting scabs and we were bleeding and, like, we were getting bruises on our ankles. But now I think our ankles are, like, up to pace with the ankle weights. But at first it was a little bit challenging, I guess you could say. But we are back on track. People have told me that they run with the ankle weights on. I don't know if I could ever get to that level, but I'm down for the walking. But there are cute ankle weights that you can have, and then there are ugly ankle weights. And for some reason, we purchased the ugly ankle weights. Mine specifically are, like, so obnoxiously ugly. I ordered these, like, bright purple ones. For some reason in my head, I, like, never thought I'd be wearing them in public. I thought they were more of just, like, a treadmill vibe. But I've been wearing them in the public a lot on these outdoor walks. And I'm not gonna lie, I have seen people look me up and down and look at my bright purple ankle weights more times than I want to even think about and judge me. So maybe get, like, a normal color like my roommate did. She got gray. That blends in with the leggings. But purple, people are judging the purple. And then we keep seeing these other people with, like, the most adorable ankle weights ever. And I don't know where they bought those. But it's fine. I'm embracing the purple ugly ankle weights until further notice. But if you see me looking extremely slim thick over the next couple of months, like when summer comes and you're like, oh my God, like, she is so slim thick, it's the ankle weights. And if you see me not looking some sick, like, don't say anything because I don't want to know. I don't want to hear it. I'm relying on these ankle weights to give me everything and more that I need this summer. Like a fat ass, like a juicy couture bate, you know? I'm really relying on them. I've heard they do, like, wonders. And if they don't, I think they also make them for your hands maybe. But would that be excessive if I have ankle weights on my legs and then also on my hands? Like, are people going to be like, what is she training for? I think our neighbors are starting to question that. We are going on these walks like 24/7. On Friday, we went on our little 5K walk like during the day. And then we did it again when we got home from drinking at like 10 p.m. We decided to go on a 5-mile walk around the lake, which apparently is very dangerous. So maybe don't do that. But we did that. I don't know why we decided to go on a 5-mile walk while we drank wine and were hammered, but I think we're just really in our walking era, and yeah, that's about it. But people definitely around here are probably like, why are they always walking? What are they training for? We're about to like start walking 13Ks or something. I have said I wanted to run a 13K. I just don't run. I tried to do track in middle school and I tried to do track in high school and it just wasn't for me. I think I was like so bad at it that they didn't even put me in any of the meets. Like I just went for the exercise, and then like when the schedule would come out of who was running what, like I was never included in those. Ever. Like ever. I think they had practices on Saturday morning. Not that you should be hungover in high school by any means, but I'm pretty sure they had practices on Saturday mornings, and the first one came around, and for some reason I think I was hungover, and I was like, how am I supposed to like be on the track team when I have a headache and they want me to run 7 miles right now? I can't do it. And then I didn't get put in any of the meets, so I was like, I should probably quit. And I'm pretty sure me and some guy that I was dating at the time like used to go run on the track, but he was like way more athletic than me and like could run so much faster than me that it wasn't even enjoyable. He was lapping me and I was like, I hate this. So you will not catch me running. If you ever catch me running, I must be going through something extremely bad. But randomly I like think that I'm good at everything, and then I randomly try to get into things, but like running, I just don't even know where to start. My roommate wants us to get into running, and I'm like, that might just be a you thing. I don't know if I can participate in that because I just can't go for very long. Like, there's just so many different ways to run. Like, everybody here runs at the same place that like it's so obvious if I stop in like 2 minutes and I'm like out of breath. But anyways, while we've been going on these long walks, I've been noticing a lot of the things that people do in the public that we need to like immediately stop people from doing in the public. I've never seen anything like this before, and it is making me terrified of humans. I saw a lady on a run pull over to the side and blow her nose and her boogers out just like into the street where people are actively like walking and running. Like, she literally ran, pulled over, blew her nose, and things were flying out of it onto the cement where people are actively walking. And I just think that should not be allowed in the public. Like, I heard that people do that when they play sports, like football. They'll like do that, and I feel like that's, I guess, acceptable if like everybody on the team is doing that. But in like a public running area, I just feel like we really shouldn't be doing that, and that should be like public knowledge. Like, we need to put signs up like, don't blow your nose into cements where people are actively walking. Same with like the spitting. Like, I see so many people just like spit onto the concrete or into the grass, and it's really disturbing. Also, dog shit. I've seen a lot of dog shit on the sidewalks. Like, why are people not picking these things up? We need to work on that. Like, please stop blowing your nose onto the cement. Please stop spitting onto the cement, and please stop letting your dog shit on the cement and leaving it there. Those are all extremely disturbing things that I have been seeing in the public, and it's making me scared of humans. When did anyone say that was like socially acceptable to do? But then I also kind of like, where do they get the confidence to do that? Like, how do they feel comfortable pulling over and blowing their nose onto the cement with no shame, and then they just keep running. Like, have they never heard of a tissue? We have tissues. Tissues were invented for a reason, and it is to blow your nose into them. So we need to be doing that. Like, I will start handing out tissues if I need to, because, like, if I stepped in someone's fucking boogers after they just blew their fucking nose into the street, like, I'm gonna fight someone. I'm gonna be boom, 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 fighting. We're gonna be fighting. We're gonna be beefing. You guys are gonna see me on the news. Girl fought person for blowing their nose on cement. But anyways, that was what happened on Friday night. And then all of a sudden, Saturday night came around. And I said that I was going to be chill, but then someone asked if I wanted to go out, and I don't know how to say no, so I said yes. And we made lychee martinis. I've never made a lychee martini before. I was kind of into it, but I don't know why the inside of lychees is, like, hard. Like, it was giving, like, shrimp hard, scary vibes. I didn't eat the actual lychee, but I kind of like the taste of them. So I will definitely be making more in the future. But we had some lychee martinis. We went to the bar, and basically we were out till 5 a.m. Like, there was no chillness about our Saturday. The only thing chill that was going on was the weather. I think I was just trying to create a metaphor, and that didn't really play out very well, but you know what I'm saying. We weren't chill. We were actually psychopaths. I approached this group of men at this bar, and one of them looked identical to Joey from The Bachelor. Like, actually identical. I think I was calling him Joey all night long because I don't know his name, and he looked like Joey, and that's hot. And he was perfect, but someone said he's not perfect, but, like, he was perfect. And I don't know why, but he now has my address. He asked me for my phone number when we were parting ways, and then asked me what I was doing after, and I said I was going home. And now he has my address, and I told him like 4 times that I needed a burrito. I don't know if I was expecting him to bring me a burrito, but all that was on my mind was a burrito. And now this man that looks like Joey from The Bachelor knows where I live. He doesn't know my apartment number, but I did give him my apartment's address. So nobody be concerned. He didn't come to our house, and we'll probably never see him again. I also asked him in the morning when we woke up if he would bring us bagels and coffee, and he didn't do that either. I also met a girl at the bar this night, and I asked her where the restroom was, and she told me that the lines for the restroom at this bar are always a long time, and to just tell the bouncer that I would be right back and to go around the corner and pee in the street. I've never been told that when asking, like, where's the restroom? I've never been told to go tell the bouncer that I will be right back and go pee in the street. If there's a toilet, you know, I'm all for the toilets. I prefer a toilet with toilet paper and soap than the street. I'm not really into peeing in the streets, but I don't know what bar we were at, but that girl be peeing in the streets. I'm here for it. I feel like the bouncer would be a little bit concerned, though, because I would have probably gone up to him like 3 different times, like, I'll be right back, and he'd be like, is this girl just peeing in the streets? Like, what is she doing? I also woke up with a tequila soda in a cup in my fridge. I literally have never stolen anything in my life besides when I was 5 years old and I accidentally stole a keychain from Nebraska Furniture Mart, and I still feel bad about it to this day because I don't know what came over me and why I would steal that, but I did. And then we woke up and there's a tequila soda in our fridge from the bar in a glass cup. And I'm thinking, like, do I return the cup? Like, I know where it came from. I think someone had ordered us the drinks and then our Uber got there, and I would never let a tequila soda go to waste. So I think I just decided to take it home, as if that's an option. But, like, should I return the cup, or do I just forgive myself and move on and keep the cup? I'm scared. I don't know what took over me and why I stole a cup, and how no one was like, why is this girl stealing a cup? Could I go to jail for this? Please tell me no. Is this me confessing my sins? Like, I'll return the cup. I feel like that's a little bit concerning when you start giving out your address and stealing cups from the bar, like that's probably means you need to go home and you need to be put into bed. But we didn't stop there. We walked to Taco Bell at 5 in the morning. Like, that is morning time. I think they were selling breakfast with her dog, and got burritos. And I got a beefy 5-layer burrito. And now I'm going on a date on Wednesday. I haven't been on a date in like so long, like 4 months, probably. I don't remember the last time. I think the last time was when the man got on a Lime scooter afterwards and scootered home. I'm like thinking that was the last time I went on a date, and we're going on a date. And I think this date will be a fun date because my roommate is going on a date at the exact same time to the exact same restaurant, and I'm going to call the restaurant and tell them that I need to be sat like directly next to her so that we can like basically hang out the whole time. And I'm excited because they sell sangria, and I don't want to drink alcohol again yet. The date is on a Wednesday, and we're going to be doing that. So I'll have to keep you guys updated on how it goes and what the vibes are. But I think it will be a good time because everybody likes sangria. I will come back to you guys and tell you guys exactly how the date went because you guys have to know. And I have to give you the tea in this episode because I would never hold you guys. I almost just said I would never hold you guys hostage. And then I realized I'm not holding anyone hostage, and I don't know why I would say that. I actually knew a man at my old apartment complex. He was from Nebraska, and he played trivia with me one time. And we bonded because we were both from Nebraska. He told me that he was in jail for like 15 years. And I was like, should I be scared of you? And he's like, no. So I was like, okay, why did you go to jail? And he told me that he used to sell drugs, and he held a man hostage in his home because the guy like wouldn't pay him his money back, and he held him hostage for a long time, and then that's why he went to jail for 15 years from holding a man hostage. We didn't win trivia that night, and every time he would see me, he'd be like, Nebraska! But he knew everybody in the apartment complex, and everybody loved him. And I tried doing research to see like if this was true, but I think he gave me a fake name because I literally couldn't find it anywhere on the internet. But he also said it was a really long time ago, and he also said he never goes back to Nebraska because he makes bad decisions. But he was a really kind man. But I'll see you guys in a few minutes to tell you guys about my date. Wish me luck. Okay guys, so I'm back from my date and I'm feeling extremely hungover right now. I kind of feel like I'm dying, but in a good way. Doesn't that mean you had fun? I don't know why I can't go on a normal first date. I feel like every time I go on a date, shit gets weird and shit starts happening. So basically we went and got sangria, and it was amazing. I had a dirty martini before the date, of course. And then we got there and our table wasn't ready. So we went and got margaritas. And I was kind of feeling the margarita. Like, I swear I've been feeling the liquor more than I ever have in my life before. And then we got food and we got a pitcher of sangria, which was amazing and delicious. And I was definitely feeling the sangria. And for some reason, when I drink, I like kind of start slurring my words almost. Or like I just feel like I just sound drunk when I'm drinking sometimes. And I like start speaking backwards and people are like staring at me like, does she know how to talk? And it's like, no, I don't actually. But that was happening. Then afterwards, after our dinner, he's like, would you like to go to the store? And I'm like, what? Yeah, like we can totally go to the grocery store. Like I am down for whatever. But he didn't mean the grocery store. He meant a dive bar called the store. So we go there. It's like chill vibes. Everything is chill. It's a cute little dive bar situation. And then all of a sudden, these like 3 girls come in and they were fighting. They were feeling vicious. 2 of them were like mad at each other. I don't really know why, but everyone was like afraid to make eye contact. I made eye contact with one of them and she was like, why is she staring at me? So I was like, okay, I'm not looking in that direction again. Then I had to go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom and one of the girls in the 3 group of them is throwing up in the bathroom into the trash can. So I'm like, hey, like, do you want to throw up in the toilet? And she's like, I'm not throwing up. And I'm like, you are most definitely throwing up, but that's okay. Do you want to throw up in the toilet? And she's like, I'm not throwing up. So I was like, okay, I guess she's not throwing up, even though she is totally throwing up. So I'm like, I'll just go to the bathroom. But like, if you want to use the toilet, like, let me know. You know, I'm a quick peer. We will all get through this together. And then we go back out there, and then I'm sitting down, and then my date went to the restroom, and then this other man comes in who is also extremely fucked up, and he's standing next to me, and then he orders Jaeger bombs. And I would never take a Jaeger bomb in my whole life. I will never be drinking those. I don't know what they are made out of. I don't know what they are. I don't want to know what they are. They look like death. Like, they look disgusting. They look scary, and I can't believe people drink them. So instead, we had some tequila shots. I think I literally had 3 tequila shots and 2 vodka sodas, and that is why I'm feeling the way I am feeling today. But all of a sudden, the 3 girls go up to the bar to get another drink, and the guy's like, you guys are cut off. Like, you can't have any more drinks. And they're like, not understanding. And they're like, we promise, like, we just want one more drink. And he's like, you guys are cut off. And then, like, I think some yelling started happening. And then the security guard that I didn't even know was there the whole time, like, comes out of nowhere. And then he basically, like, kicks the girls out, and, like, literally is kicking all 3 of the girls out. And then this man sitting next to me yells, like, you guys were doing cocaine in the bathroom. Like, why is he yelling that? I'm like, sir, like, are you trying to get fought right now? And when he yelled that, like, the girls came, like, charging at him, and I was actually fearful. Like, I was like, oh my God, I'm sitting next to this man that is yelling at these women getting kicked out, and they are coming for me too. And I was scared. Like, what? Am I about to get my first fight right now? Like, I don't want to fight anybody. But he kicked them out, and then they locked the doors, and someone was like, we never have to lock the doors. And I'm like, where am I? Like, I thought I was on a first date, and now there are women fighting, doors are being locked, and it's the security guard's birthday. It was his birthday. I wanted everybody to sing happy birthday to him, but apparently that wasn't the vibe. Like, I went up to everyone, I'm like, we're gonna sing happy birthday. Everyone was in agreement, but I swear every time I was going, like, happy, like, no one was joining in on the song. I think the vibes were a little off since there was almost a brawl in the bar, but happy birthday to him. But that is my first date story for you guys. I don't know why I just attract chaos. Like, everyone was saying that bar is so chill, and that was not chill at all. There was nothing chill about that. But thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys next week.